Good morning, my name is Matthew Hugo from Weather Commerce, and this is this morning's weather brief on Tuesday the 1st of November. Today's weather brief will cover a summary on West European 5-day average temperatures, the UK, Europe, Scandinavian precipitation, and finally global weather alerts. We will start by taking a summarised look at the mean surface temperatures across Europe. And between days 11 and 15 there is a distinct east and west split in forecasted temperatures. For many central and eastern areas have temperatures trending below climate averages, whilst many western areas have temperatures either near or trending generally above average. Between days 6 and 10, most areas of Europe are forecast to have temperatures trending generally above climate averages. However, temperatures may be nearer to climate norms across some far eastern areas of Europe and also potentially across Iberia. And finally, between days 2 and 5, with the exception of some far eastern areas of Europe, and again also perhaps Iberia, many other areas of Europe is forecast to have temperatures trending above or potentially well above climate averages for the opening week of November. And then moving on to take a look at the United Kingdom in some closer detail. And between days 11 and 15, as we move towards the weekend of the 12th and 13th of November, confidence levels are medium to high, and I do believe that given model agreement and consistency, that temperatures will be at least 2 degrees above a climate mean of around 8 degrees Celsius. Between days 6 and 10, with the exception of a rogue and model outlier from one of the more recent EC deterministic runs, there is again good model agreement and consistency, and my specific temperature forecast, as represented by the solid red line, maintains temperatures to be at least 2 or 3 degrees above climate averages between days 6 and 10. And finally, between days 2 and 5, confidence levels are high given very good model agreement and consistency, with temperatures to overall be at least 3 or 4 degrees above a climate mean of around 8 or 9 degrees Celsius. However, temporarily, around the 3rd of November, temperatures may well become at least 5 or 6 degrees above climate norms. And finally, given model agreement and consistency, I do expect temperatures to be trending above climate averages throughout the next 10 to 14 days at least across the United Kingdom, with a particularly mild first half of November expected across the UK. And now moving on to take a look at the expected European temperatures in some closer detail. Between days 11 and 15 there is a distinct east and west split in forecast temperatures across Europe, with many central and eastern areas of Europe, including Switzerland, Germany, Poland and Austria for example, having temperatures either near or trending at least 2 or 3 degrees below climate norms. In contrast, western areas of Europe, including the United Kingdom, France and Spain, are likely to have temperatures near, if not trending slightly above, climate norms. The latest Austria model comparison graph, which covers the 11 to 15 day period, helps to illustrate this situation, and as you can see within the highlighted red circle, all of the available forecast models signal temperatures to be trending below climate averages. My specific temperature forecast, as represented by the solid red line, has temperatures of around at least 3 or 4 degrees below climate averages. There is some uncertainty with regards to just how below climate average temperatures will become, but clearly there is quite high confidence for a marked cooling trend across many central and particularly eastern areas of Europe the further into November we progress. Between days 6 and 10 there are some regional variations across Europe, with perhaps Iberia for example having temperatures near to climate norms, and this may also apply to some eastern areas of Europe, including Austria for example. Overall though, many areas of Europe is forecast to have temperatures generally trending above climate averages by at least 2 or if not 3 degrees. The latest model comparison graph from France helps to illustrate this situation very well indeed, and as you can see within the highlighted red circle generally covering the 6 to 10 day period, there is excellent model agreement for temperatures to be trending at least 2 degrees above a climate mean of around 10 or 11 degrees Celsius. And finally, within the short term, with the exception of some far eastern areas of Europe, and also perhaps Iberia where temperatures may be nearer to climate averages, most other areas of Europe are forecast to have temperatures well above climate norms by at least 5 if not 6 degrees, particularly across parts of the United Kingdom and Benelux for example. The Benelux model comparison graph helps to illustrate this situation very well also, and as you can see between days 2 and 5, all of the available forecast models have temperatures trending at least 4 if not 5 degrees above a climate mean of 9 degrees Celsius. And now moving on to take a look at the expected precipitation totals across Scandinavia. And there is a trend from previous days, and that is over the next 7 to 14 days, many central and southern areas of Scandinavia, including the majority of southern areas of Norway, the majority of Sweden, and also southern areas of Finland, are likely to have precipitation totals trending below, if not well below, climate averages as high pressure influences the weather. Some far northern areas of Scandinavia, including northern regions of Norway and also Finland, may have precipitation totals nearer to climate norms, but overall a particularly dry spell of weather is forecast across most areas of Scandinavia within the next 7 to 14 days. And now moving on to take a look at global weather alerts which highlight significant deviations from normal. And despite some recent cold and very snowy weather across some northeastern areas of the United States, there is a trend for temperatures to be generally below, if not well below, averages across western areas of the United States over the next 7 to 14 days. Mean surface temperatures of at least -5 to -10 are forecast across some central and particularly western states. Generally above, if not well above, average precipitation totals are forecast across many western areas of Australia over the next 7 to 10 days or so. Precipitation totals in excess of 35 to 50 millimetres is at least 400% of normal in what is particularly a dry spell normally for the time of year. Finally, and in contrast, many southern areas of Brazil, particularly over the next 7 to 10 days, is forecast to have little or no measurable rainfall, with precipitation totals just 25% of normal totals, which is well below climate norms for the time of year. Thank you for listening to today's weather brief. Goodbye.